Welcome to
Cup
El Café
reading with
de la
the
Vida
flower
with the Flower
Coffe
Cup.
Cup reading.
Again, with temperance, there's like one powerful force that needs to, two powerful forces that need to be alchemized. So there's like a pause while they're being subdued and mixed together. But I'm also, I was trying to like, I haven't pulled cards yet, but I was getting now, you know, Gandalf versus Saruman the White. Also, if you've seen the movie, there is, there when Gandalf and the Fellowship is on the mountain, they're on this huge mountain, and Saruman is like speaking spells out like da 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 da, and then to counteract that, like Gandalf goes out and like da 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 da. It's such a cool. Oh, I love the movies. So it's almost like counteracting big destructive forces, like the curse that Saruman was trying to, from Mordor, was trying to use the elements. He was using also, yeah, he was using the elements and trying to make them fall from the mountain. Ooh, the the light is a bit weird. Yeah, and so nature forces. He was evoking or invoking, I don't know. I don't know when you invoke or when you evoke. But he was accessing, he was making the making use of the nature forces to attack Gandalf and the others. And Gandalf was trying to like shield and counteract and minimize the destruction. Yeah, so now I'm going to pull, let's see, I'm going to pause during the shuffling and I'll be back. I don't want this video to be like 1 hour long. Hello again. So the first card I got was the Red Garden and the Gardener. I love gardener, I love nature, and all is connected. So there's something about like the red garden and the garden. I'm just getting like, with her, I almost this card for me is always like noting something within the garden, within your garden, or within your life. So to me, it's almost like, you know how nature. I got some other cards as well, but I'm gonna add them later, like Queen Bee as well. To me, this is. It sounds so hippie and new agey, but you know, okay, if Earth is a being like Mother Nature, okay. Oi, I think I don't want you to see that. Okay, it's almost like she's noticing, because we have the gardener. It's like, okay. She's noticing something. To me, this is also a card of noticing something that's not quite right. Sometimes to make you go, huh? Like, yeah, something that's not right. And the gardener, it's about replanting, removing the weeds. So she's uprooting. Things are being uprooted. So if you want to look at, tie it also to the other Coffe Cup readings, or you can tie it to the cycles of our consciousness, how our consciousness evolves, and the cycles from like the Piscean consciousness changing to the Aquarian consciousness, those archetypes. Usually that brings a lot of uprooting, a lot of chaos during those transition periods. But right now, like, it's almost like if we talk about Gandalf or the archangels as big, like, ancient energies, more cosmic. It's like nature itself is noticing something. There's something that's not right, something that's infiltrated. It might be bugs or something, and weeds that need to be removed. That is why this figure during this ritual, counteracting that, Sauron, Gandalf counteracted. Yeah, so this is something that's happening behind the scenes, sort of. And when that happens, when big forces are sort of, positive, negative, they are sort of fighting or whatever, there are also effects on the environment, on the weather specifically. Okay, I'm going to, I keep getting this image and I'm going to talk about it, even though for some it might sound strange. There is a wonderful channel with a very known, she's very known, a woman that's very known in her field because she communicates with animals. I'm gonna link it down below. Yeah, one of those animal whispers. But anyways, and one of her dogs was like, cause she has a lot of animals and dogs, and she works professionally as this. And for those who don't understand telepathy, for those who understand telepathy and what it actually is, not what we've seen TV, understand that it is very possible to communicate with animals and telepathy, but also how animals communicate with each other, even though they don't have the same language. Okay, a tangent, but one of her dog was saying that, I think it was in a dream, like she was seeing like angels and so that was the animal whisper, her way of interpreting what the animal was saying, like this positive and then more negative forces, right? Angels and these other dark forces fighting, and it was causing like weather phenomena as well. Yeah. So there's this, temperance, fire and water fighting. Weeds need to be sorted out, and when the queen bee, I just quickly got like Mother Nature or Father Nature, or like, and all the dimensions, the multi-layered existence of nature, and like they are, because the queen bee, she protects the bees. The bees are the soldiers, or her protectors as well. It's almost like those cosmic forces are like the archangels, like they are making sure that the weeds are being sorted out, and all is connected. Like there are things that being woven, our future, our past. It's almost like through the dimensions, the multiple dimensions of Earth, there are things that are being, and timelines, there are things that need to be adjusted, and they're constantly being adjusted, and especially right now. And it's all, to me, this always feels like things are hanging by a thread. All this is like, if everyone, even the positive, negative forces, are part of this whole cosmic play. And it's like there you have this little spider in the middle, and there's a lot of wind, and the spider is hanging on, but if she will let go, or this thread would fall off, the little spider would be in big trouble. In big troubles. But it's not happening. It's like the feeling of things are hanging by a thread. And there's a storm. Kachaku. Kachaku. Let me. Then I got the sea witch. Let's see if it wants to focus. The sea witch. You see, like, this is just my Aquarius card. Aquarius! And it's the water. Aquarius. The water bearer, even though it's an air card. But this is also always reminds me of like Mozart, like genius. And she's a mermaid, but instead she has this strange, like, she has a pet, and a fish as a pet, and then she's wearing agua viva. What is that in English? Well, you know the animal, you can see it. And she has this, which instead of swimming herself, she's like, she's using this to like a propeller. So innovative, unusual, just Aquarius. Unusual thoughts and ideas. So it's a very unique. But here this was just, it came with this card, and which is treasured memories. To me, I don't always pay attention to this. To me, this card is just nostalgic, dreamy, nostalgic, and it just represents. When I saw those two cards, I was like, Pisces and Aquarius, Aquarius and Pisces. Oh, this light. Aquarius and Pisces. So again, moving from the Piscean era, our consciousness shifting from the Piscean era, shifting to the Aquarian archetype, aka that is what evolution is, the shift of our consciousness. And the treasured memories, which is the Piscean card, it is something that is from the past. It is the past. It's not longer now. This is the future. So yeah, it ties. But first, there is during those transitions, it can be quite chaotic, and like here, there's a storm. Things might be stormy both in the general psyche of people, the things that are going to go on and be uprooted, quite unpleasant things that need to be weeded out. Again, it's this whole before we can properly anchor ourselves in properly to the, before this consciousness, like Aquarian consciousness, can truly be expressed. What am I trying to say? But yeah, just like my last coffee reading where I was talking that's called Moon Shadow and the secret agents of the heart. It was like you had this sickness, and then you had this agents of the heart coming in through different means to counteract and balance this sickness that was starting sickness, not as in illness. I'm not talking about the current virus, just this like weeds and the energies that were counteracting that. So there's a lot of things. I'm getting things that happening behind the scenes, like on many dimensions, on the many dimensions of Earth, more cosmic. Like Earth is asking for assistance. The assistance is coming. Like in Lord of the Rings, you always have, like in mythology, you always have this balance of the negative and positive forces, and how sometimes it's like these are the negative, but the positive are here, and sometimes it's more like this, you know, the big fight. I might pull some more cards. Boo. But this might be an extended, that part. No. So I pulled a fairy card and I got this, which are Tobira of the Waters. So these are all like fairies of the waters, nature spirits, and it's about healing, cleansing waters, and emotions that come up, and how we handle those emotions. There's a very grumpy little troll here that one of the fairies are like pouring some water. He looks very dehydrated, but it talks about how we handle those very fiery emotions, or negative or big sorrows, those waves that come. That we are in charge. We can choose how we react to things if we are experiencing those emotions, anxiety, anger, you know, etc. We can feel them, and how we express them, how we transmute them is up to us. And also this talk about forces that help you deal with very difficult emotions. I don't know, I haven't used the fairies. I don't have a proper relationship with them. Okay, it doesn't want to speak to me right now. Let's use the animal cards. Oof, the sun, my god. Let me just move a little. Ways in which you can support me. Option 1, if you have the ka-ching, if you know what I mean, and you like my content, donate on my tip jars. Thank you. Option 2, like, share, subscribe, yeah. Okay, I changed sitting. Oh, look what I got. I got the B again, and this is my 007 card. Is that how you call it? You know, the James Bond. Dun 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 dun. These are the agents. Do you remember the Queen Bee and her? Yeah. Working hard down here, making that honey, creating that, transmuting the pollen into honey, into a honeycomb. And like a honeycomb is like this multi-dimensional perspective and layers. So the new world is sort of there's a lot of elements to the new world, and then these two popped up together like this. And I was like, oh, whoa, like the eagle and the owl. You have, ooh, this is almost like Gandalf the White. The owl, this owl, seeing, this is always seeing in the dark, seeing what's behind the scenes, what's really going on. And today I got the raccoon. Like the raccoon is not what it's what it's usually about. To me, the raccoon is just something trying to sneak in. You know how raccoons, I love raccoons, but they are sneaky because they go into your trash, right? Wild raccoons. So it's something like a sneaky energy that's trying not to be seen, and the owl spotting that, and this is like divine intervention. This is the eagle. It's this to me is always different. Sometimes it's like a truth bomb. It's the sun, it's illumination, it's seeing clearly. And with the sun okay, I'm not going into that rabbit hole. But it's the awakening of Aquarius, let's say that. But when there is when there's more light, there's a rise in the shadow, right? You see more shadow, it creates a bigger shadow. And it's almost like the bees here. Dun 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 dun. The weeds. This also talks about Lakshmi, like good things coming, but yeah. And then the last is like the cosmic egg. And the cosmic egg, this is like the crown. This is the Kundalini, and the like this is truly evolution. Like getting into the cosmic egg. Again, enlightenment, the age of Aquarius. The ego forces work through, like it is like the justice, cosmic justice, and truth bombs, and it works also through individuals. Fighting for justice. It's just this is truly a magician. An ego can totally like grab a raccoon and like flung it out, getting away like uprooting the weeds, like, and like flying up. This is the crown. I get kind of tired now, so I'm not expressing myself. But this is a card of evolution. This is like, and also like DNA, like activations in our DNA, changing at the cellular level, like in through all of the dimensions. This is just like big energy, big changes. Dun, 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 dun. The secret agents, the spies, but on our side. So a lot of air, and the air is also the element of Aquarius. Like, I see you. I see you. You cannot escape the eye of the flower ghost. I see you. Okay, one last card. Let's see. Någonting mer? Oh, a trickster. And it's in the same color scheme as the raccoon. The hyena. I love hyenas too. These are spotted hyenas. They're striped hyenas. But yeah, the sneakiness, right? Trying to go unseen, under the surface, under the earth. And in that other card that I showed you with the gardener, uproot, taking something out from the root. It's quite, and hyenas are powerful. They are powerful. To me, they are in line with, well, maybe I shouldn't say lions, but they're powerful. And they're big as well. Like their jaws, like they're born with teeth with jaws that can like crush bones easily. But to me, I just getting like scrupulous, scrupulous energy, like a scrupulous person, a con artist, you know, people who take advantage and who are very hierarchical, because the hyena are like, they have very strict hierarchies, and when they see that someone is might not be in the top shape, they will attack. If they have someone like directly above them, they will attack that and try to like become top dog of that and climbing the ladder in that way. And the raccoon, together with the raccoon, to me is just very cowardly energy, but very powerful in its own way, powerful and destructive. Powerful in that it's very sneaky and it will take any chance it gets, and strategic, and with jaws that really can crush. So very sneaky, destructive energy, but there is cowardly in its foundation. If you look at that, and the eagle is also symbolize an archangel. It's the archangel pretending to the there's associate. This is Scorpio. So this is Scorpio is symbolized as well as the eagle. It is the higher aspect of the scorpion, of the dark scorpion. And there is a star, a royal star, that is aka an archangel that is connected. So this is not, well, maybe it's Gandalf, but this is it is a star that is in the heart of the Scorpion constellation. Like for example, Archangel Michael is tied to Aldebaran or Aldebaran. And the Scorpio is, I forgot. But anyway, so we have like an archangel, you know, versus this. And with the cosmic egg, the snake, I also see it how it's almost like a protective energy, but also a challenging energy. I always see like the snake contracting, but not in a way that it breaks the egg. It's in a way, these are it's almost like the snake are challenging energies that challenges you and makes you grow. So challenging growth, which is yeah. So the snake is contracting just enough so that you will break out of the egg. So it gives you a little bit of it's just enough of a challenge so that you have to break out, and the breaking out of the egg is the breaking out from the old world, creating the new world, your own new world. And collectively this is what we're also going through as we change from one consciousness to the other. So this is the path of the Kundalini snake through the chakras, the energy points in our body that are connected to other dimensional spaces. So I always say the sort of negative forces, the shadow, are always to our benefit. In the end, they are to our benefit. I'm tired. I hope some of all of this made sense. It became a long video. I thought it was going to be a short, which I always think, and then they're not. Yeah, that was all for things to see in my coffee and the flower ghost. I hope you had I hope it was an interesting story. Keep being your imperfectly perfect self, and I'll see you soon. Subscribe.